Heyo, what's up, folks? What's going on? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. For those that don't know, TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated premium online educational platform that's available to the retail trader today. We've got one simple goal: help you learn, trade, and profit. Your results matter at True Trading Group. Your success matters. We are not just empty words and broken promises, folks. If you are new, make sure you like and share this live, but make sure you subscribe to the channel. We go live here 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday. Myself, other pros from True Trading Group, or special guests will drop golden nuggets and provide you with some free lessons and education that are going to help you become better traders and investors immediately. All right, folks, why should you listen to anything that we share, that we talk about on these lives? I began my career working for a fund in New York City. I did not figure this stuff out on my own. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash. But it was during that same time period that I went on to receive one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, aside from that, perhaps more importantly, my team and I at True Trading Group have helped thousands of retail traders from all over the world, from all walks of life, achieve peace of mind, from financial freedom by learning how to trade stocks, options, and crypto. TTG, we're going to teach you how to fish. We're going to teach you how to stand on your own 2 feet, how to become a self-sufficient trader. Trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is not gambling. It is a skill. Skill that needs to be learned just like any other, especially since the skill can help you reach financial goals that you never thought were possible. Guys, we got a great live stream in store for you here tonight. We got a little announcement. I'm going to introduce you to somebody later on in this live, but we're going to talk about the overall markets. It certainly feels like the crash of 22 is over now, doesn't it? Google exploding on earnings. AMD earnings exploding. Google doing a stock split. Seems like all is well in the world again now, doesn't it? Just a couple days ago, the world was ending. Now it seems like things are back to normal, or are they? We're going to talk all about that. We're going to break it all down for you guys here today on this live stream. We're going to do a 20-minute Q&A session. I'm going to give some time for people to log on, ask me some questions, whatever's on your mind. Then I'll spend 15 minutes. We're going to cover how you can join the TTG platform. We're going to talk about the discounts and incentives that we have in store for you guys here tonight. And then we're going to talk, like I said, about, is the stock market crash over? All right. We're going to go out over all of that stuff here today on this live stream. And at the end, I'm going to show you the platform that is TTG. I'll show you the tools, the resources. I'll show you everything you guys have access to. Remember, True Trading Group is a platform that was designed to level the playing field for the retail trader. In doing so, we provide you with the same level of professional education that I learned working at a fund in New York. And we combine that with premium tools from companies like Benzinga, Trade Ideas, Quote Media, a bunch of others. So I'm going to show you all of those tools later on in this live for those that are interested. Okay? So without any further ado, let's begin the Q&A session. Folks, start typing your questions in chat. Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. Asking questions is how you learn. So start typing your questions in chat right now, and let's go ahead and begin that Q&A. All right. Fire away, folks. Fire away. What's on your mind? Talk to me. Hey, Edward. Hey, Panero. What do you think about PayPal earnings? No bueno. I don't know what the hell is going on with PayPal. I really don't. I don't know what the hell is going on with PayPal, but I think we're getting down into a buy zone. 140, in my opinion, is a buy zone on PayPal. I really like this company. The stock has been absolutely gutted. Okay. What were their actual earnings? Let's see here. Their guidance is coming in below the expectations. They added 9.8 million new active accounts in Q4 net. 9.8 million net new active accounts. So yeah, guys, they're coming in with fiscal year guidance below analyst expectations. So this was not necessarily even the Q4. Yeah. Q4 earnings per share guidance for Q1 and fiscal year 2022 coming below the street expectation. So PayPal really getting beat up right now. I like Tesla. Okay. You know, I really like PayPal. Did I just say, I just say Tesla? I really like PayPal as a company. I think that down around 140, I feel like that is, I messed up, guys. I said Tesla, I meant PayPal. Everybody relax. I said Tesla, I meant PayPal. Everybody chill out. So with PayPal, guys, I think that 140 is a buying zone. And then once you get down around 125, I think it's an absolute must. I think it's an absolute must once you get down around 125. So, you know, stock's gotten beaten up, but, you know, Netflix has gotten beaten up recently too, but I still like Netflix. I still like PayPal. I think they're approaching buy zones. I like to buy before. I just saw somebody asking about, is it better to buy before or after a split? I like to buy before. Talking about Google. I mean, I already own Google, but we'll have to be adding to it. How much was your year to date last year, trading account? $1 billion, Rapsuka. $1 gazillion. What is that? Why does everybody, if I told you last year I made $2 million, is that going to change your mind or perspective? Is that going to help pay your bills? If I told you that I made 500,000, if I told you that I made 5 million, is that going to do anything for you? It's like, I purposely do not come on my live streams and boast about and talk about my P&L. I purposely do that. I used to on every single one of I used to post like daily recap videos on this YouTube channel a few years ago, and I used to show my trading account, and I stopped doing it. Now, I stopped doing it for a handful of reasons. One, you get a lot of people that would say things like, "Oh, this guy has a big account, so I'm not gonna learn from him because I don't have that kind of money. I can't do what he does." And that's the wrong mentality to have. It's the absolute wrong mentality to have. Percentage gain is relative. Okay, whether you're trading with $1 million or $1,000 or $100, if you make a 20% gain, it's still a 20% gain on your money. And that's relative to your risk and your position size. It's all the same. So I also stopped it, and this was a really a major issue that I used to I started to come across a couple of years ago, was where I would get myself into what I would consider a tier 1 position. Tier 1 positions for me are like, it's a starter. It's 25% of my desired size. So for example, if you wanted to buy 1,000 shares, you'd buy 250. That would be tier 1. Okay. It's like a starter, a little beginner position. Sometimes people would then see, because I used to show all of my position size and everything. Sometimes people would see my tier 1, and let's say my tier 1 was maybe like a $50,000 position. That was my tier 1. And somebody would look at that and they would say, "Oh my goodness, Mike's in $50,000. He must be super confident. I'm going to take my entire account, all $500 of it, and I'm going to dump it into this one trade. I'm going to follow him." Meanwhile, they're not necessarily realizing that this is a starter position, and I maybe want to get up to 150, or I want to get up to 200, but I'm in 50,000 for now, and that's a starter for me. Then maybe that trade doesn't work out. I end up taking a small loss, and I just move on to the next trade. Well, meanwhile, that person with the $500 account who just dumped their entire account into the trade because they thought I was super confident, they just got crushed. These are all the reasons why I stopped doing all this. And I'm not going to come on my YouTube channel. I'm not going to boast about, look how much money I made or look how much money that I lost, and have that be the reason why you joined True Trading Group. I really don't care. It's like, if you're going to join True Trading Group, do it because when you come on these live streams, you understand what it is that I'm saying to you, and the education makes sense. Do it because you were actually learning the proper way to implement a variety of different trading styles in the markets from someone that's actually done this professionally on Wall Street and worked at a hedge fund and received the Trader of the Year award, not somebody that figured this shit out in their basement. That is why you join True Trading Group. On top of that, getting access to like $4,000 or $5,000 worth of tools and resources from companies like TradingView and Benzinga and Quote Media and all these different companies that we have deals with, that we offer their services and products on our platform. That's why you join True Trading Group. Not because I can sit here and I can post up a doctored or photoshopped brokerage statement that says I made $7 million last year. Join somebody not because of their P&L. Join somebody because you are learning the actual proper way. Well, and make sure you understand that person's background. Whether you join True Trading Group or not, there's other places you get your education from. I, for one, obviously I'm biased. I, for one, think True Trading Group is the best place to do so, whether you guys are brand new or if you're experienced. But at least make sure you understand the background of the person that you're getting your education from. It's very important. How do you determine when to day trade stock versus swing trade? They're totally different setups, Leslie. Okay, so if you're going to day trade a stock, it's going to be a completely different setup than if you're going to swing trade a stock. So swing trade setups and day trade setups are not the same. Okay, this is why we actually have an entire course in the Teach Me curriculum that's for swing trading specifically. All right, so they're going to be completely different setups. Your day trades and your swing trades are going to have different stop losses. They're going to have different profit targets. They're going to have different position size because they have different risk. Okay. So it's not that you look at a stock and then you make the determination like, hey, I'm going to day trade this or I'm going to swing trade this. It all revolves around the setup itself. Some setups are going to be for day trades. Some setups are going to be for swing trades. Now, whether you are a swing trader or a day trader is obviously going to affect and influence, what setups that you look for. Or if you're just kind of neutral like me, and you kind of do both, I day trade and I swing trade, I do both. It just depends on the opportunities that I see in the overall market. Or not when I saw the overall market, but with that particular stock. I'm definitely a day trader first. I definitely day trade more than I swing trade, but I do both. And there's 8 other professional traders in True Trading Group, not just myself, that all have different styles and different strategies. So whether you're a day trader or a swing trader, you trade stocks or options, you trade crypto, you trade small caps, mid caps, large caps. We have professional traders in True Trading Group that trade everything, all different trading styles. I think that's important for you to get exposure to those different trading styles so you can see which one works for you. What about Ford? I like Ford. I think Ford is an excellent way to play the EV space. I think that the 3 best ways to play the electric vehicle kind of phenomenon is Tesla, Ford, and GM. Ford has recently experienced a big pullback when the overall market's had a big pullback. Same thing with GM. GM experienced a big pullback. But, you take a look at these stock charts and then you take a look at some of these other EV names, like you take a look at a Nikola, and you want to throw up. You take a look at an NIO. It's like, what's going on there? LI, XPeng, what is it? Fisker, Ride, worst of them all. Workhorse, terrible, right? It's like you look at all these companies and really when you're talking about, the EV sector, you take a look at Rivian, look at that stock chart. I think that, you take a look at Lucid, like these stocks are all on downtrends, all of them, except Ford, General Motors, and Tesla. I'd still say that these uptrends are still intact, even though they've experienced a pullback in January. But everything pulled back in January except oil, except all your oil companies. Everything pulled back in January. So I like Ford. I like GM. I like Mary Barra. She's the CEO of GM. She really turned that company around. They're making huge investments into the EV space. For Ford, the Ford Lightning pickup truck is one of the most sought after vehicles in the entire auto industry right now. That same goes for, what is it? The Yukon for General Motors. Their electric vehicle, their EV version of that. Some of the most highly sought after vehicles. And I think that there's room there for them, especially with Tesla saying that they're not releasing any new models this year. So I think there's an opportunity there for Ford and GM to kind of steal the limelight a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That's on Google. It's amazing. It's amazing. This is great news. This is fantastic news. I love Google. I'm a shareholder of Google. I'll be a shareholder. Oh my God, it's over 3,000. It moved higher since the earnings. Yeah, it's been still climbing higher. Wow, this is right at all-time highs. Google is knocking on the door of all-time highs. That is incredible. Wow, that's incredible. Knocking on the door of 3,000. Wow, folks. I think the 20-to-1 split is amazing. This will now hopefully have retail investors buying Google, instead of buying Robinhood, and buying really good, high quality and high value tech like Apple, Google. I wish Amazon would do a split. I'm still waiting for Amazon to do a forward split. I would have thought Amazon would have done a forward split by now. They still haven't. But maybe now with Jeff Bezos not at the helm, maybe I feel like Jeff Bezos, there was a little, the share price was a little bit of an ego move there, and not wanting to be retail shareholder base, wanting to really be institutional. And I feel like the share price actually, mattered to him. But now that Jeff Bezos is not at the helm of Amazon, I do expect that company to do a forward split in the near future. It just makes sense. And for Google to do a forward split, I think it's great. I think Google's going to all-time highs. I would not have expected. This is just one of the best earnings reports that you'll see. And you couple that a really strong earnings report with the news of a forward split. And a forward split for Google is very exciting because, like I said, it opens up the world of the retail investor now to buy shares of Google at what they think or consider, when they look at the share price, a cheaper price. And it will be a cheaper price. But if you own it now, you're going to get a hell of a lot more shares when that split happens. In fact, 20 times the amount of shares you have now. So I think this is great news on the Google stock split, and I'm happy it's happening. And I think the stock moves higher. Should we consider buying at all-time highs? I mean, listen, I own Google. I did sell about half of my Google position in the fall of last year. Really by October, I was out of 50% of my Google position. You guys have to understand, I've owned Google for a very long time, and I've never sold a single share. I've only added to that position over the last 9 years. So I had a lot of profits sitting on that position, and I wanted to peel some off. And I did. And I was very public about last year, September, October was when I was very public that I was selling 50% of some of my long-term portfolio positions, mainly tech, because I was expecting tech to really be weak this year and underperform, and having the markets experience a pullback with everything that was going to be happening with the Fed. And we got that. I still have not added back to those positions, though. I thought we had a little bit more room to the downside, and I still think that we may. But this little bit of a balance that you're experiencing in the overall market certainly feels like the coast is clear, doesn't it? We'll talk about that a little bit later on in this live stream, but I think that it's a good idea to begin building positions in Google if you do not have one. I personally myself am not buying Google up here at the all-time high, but I will be looking for opportunities to add to this position over the course of this year. So if you do not own anything and you want to, there's nothing wrong with, beginning to size yourself in little by little. And if you want to wait for the split, if you don't have the money to buy, one share of Google, if you want to wait for the split, it becomes a much cheaper price and you could buy a couple of shares, you could do that. But I think Google is a stock that in the next 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years is significantly higher than where it is today. I'm assuming they're going to split the shares to where if you have 100 shares, you will have 500. You'll have 20 times. Okay. So what happens is if it's a 20-for-1, the share price, the share price gets divided by 20, and that'll be the new share price, and your share count gets multiplied by 20. So if you have, if you have one share of Google, you're going to now have 20 shares of Google, but it doesn't change the value of the company at all. Okay. Understand that the value of your shares will not change, right? The price of the stock changes and you will get more shares so that the value does not change. What are your thoughts on DWAC? Yeah, DWAC actually had a nice day today, kind of quietly. Like made a nice little run here late in the day. Volume started to pick up a little bit as well. It's still kind of lower volume in general compared to what this thing was trading back in October and November, but the volume is definitely starting to pick back up again after this pullback. And the stock is definitely in play here. You know, the stock is in play. I'm not, I listen, if DWAC gets over 90, I think you do experience a short squeeze. Now, does it go back to 175? I don't think so. But I do think that if you get over 90, the stock could experience a bit of a short squeeze. And the DWAC is something that I'm going to have on my watch list for the foreseeable future. This is a stock that's on my list. I'll be looking at it every day to see what it's doing. I would say look for support now around 75, 76. But if we can get over 90, I think you could experience a little bit of a squeeze move. So this is on watch. Hey, Mike, today, why buy puts at the top of an ascending triangle? Because I'm very stupid, Jimmy. No, I mean, listen, I made money trading puts today on the SPY, which oddly enough, with considering what the market did later in the day, it's kind of crazy that I made money doing this. So I made money. I bought put options right here. And then we caught this move in the morning for like a 37% gain. I think it was about a 37% gain is what it was. And as the markets then climb themselves back up to this 351 level, 451. I was looking for 451 to actually be resistance today. I even said this to you guys on my live stream last night that if we opened up today, I told you last night that if we pushed to 451, I was going to buy puts. I told you that last night on my live stream. That's exactly what happened today. We opened up, we pushed right to 451. I stepped in, I bought puts, and then we rolled it over, went red, and I just started peeling profits. I started peeling profits off the table on those puts. It was a solid trade. Was a really solid trade. And then we recovered and kind of started to bounce it back. And then you start to form a bit of an ascending triangle pattern. And, you know, here's your ascending triangle. I'll just draw it out for those that maybe are not familiar with the pattern or the setup. So there's your ascending triangle, and I'll draw it out this way so you guys can see kind of beforehand. You guys have to understand something with ascending triangles and descending triangles. They could be neutral patterns, okay? You know, it's not necessarily as like a bull flag is a straight continuation pattern. A head and shoulders, straight reversal pattern, all right? Descending wedge, ascending wedge, reversal patterns. Ascending and descending triangles, although an ascending triangle will tend to be more bullish, it is a neutral pattern where depending on the severity of the resistance level that's causing the flat top, a break below the uptrend support line that creates the ascending triangle would be a trigger for the stock to then continue lower. So I was playing today off of like, hey, I'm thinking 451, and I'll go to the daily chart just to show it to you. I'm thinking 451. Okay, before you see this, I'm thinking that this level that was previously a level of support, major level of support, this is a major level of support, major. So today, when we could not get over it, and I start to see the real flat top resistance that you see here, I'm like, okay, you know, I made money in the morning. Say, great. I'm waiting. We couldn't get through it again. We couldn't get through it again. And then after we dropped here, I went after puts again for a second time. I bought puts right here. I bought puts here. Now, it's real easy at this moment to say, why would you do such a thing when the market looks like this now? But at this moment, this is a much cleaner looking setup, especially since I'm thinking to myself that 451 is an area of resistance. And I think that we're going to get a bit of a pullback off of 451. I did not expect the market to break through 451 today. So I went back after puts here, but I very, very clearly, specifically told everybody on the microphone, guys, I'm going back after this, but it will be smaller size, smaller risk in the first trade. Why? Profit preservation. Okay, I want to protect my profits from the morning trade, right? My profits I made on this trade, I want to protect it. So it's very, very clear, telling everybody this is going to be lower position size. It's going to be a smaller risk trade. Okay, so just in case it doesn't work out, I'm not giving back all of my profit from the morning and finishing with a red day. So I went after with smaller size, and then once we broke through right there, when we broke through, I then exited my puts. I took a loss on that trade, but still a green day because this was a much smaller size position trade. Okay, so just a little capital preservation there. And you can see for the whole day, this level was resistance. You can see that for the entire day. We could not break through. Then finally at 3 o'clock, you got the move higher. I wouldn't be surprised if the cat was out of the bag, honestly, with some of these earnings. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't be, because you got this increase in volume here as well. Look at this increase in volume on the SPY. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if kind of the cat was out of the bag about the earnings, because look at this. Look at this move. This is steady buying. I would not be surprised if the word was out about AMD. I wouldn't be surprised if the word was out about AMD's earnings, and if the word was out about Google's earnings. And that brought a ton of buying right into the market. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, obviously I don't have any information or details about that, but I would not be surprised if that was the case. Very strong day for the markets today. Very strong day. All right, folks. What I would like to actually do now is make an announcement. Okay, I have an announcement that I want to share with everybody. For those that don't know, True Trading Group has an apprentice program. Okay, the TTG Apprentice program is designed for our lifetime members that are TTG certified. Okay. Hold on a second, guys, while I take a sip of water. Okay. So the TTG Apprentice, let me explain what that is. Okay. It's a lifetime TTG member that is TTG certified and has the desire, knowledge, patience, willingness, and track record to help other TTG members achieve success. In return, the TTG Apprentice is granted additional access and resources to further their own trading career, and they may also be considered for a 1-year full-time paid trading mod position within True Trading Group. What we also do with the TTG Apprentice program is we then allow other members that are not TTG Apprentice to request an apprentice to sponsor them. And now these people can basically create these small teams and study groups where they can all learn together. They can hold workshops together. They can, discuss trade ideas and help each other through their struggles and through their successes. We do this because in True Trading Group, it's important to us that members have not only just access and support and guidance from the moderators, but also support and guidance with amongst each other. Because in my opinion, it's one thing for somebody to go to a professional trader that's been trading for 17 years and say, hey, I need help with this. It's another to go to somebody that's maybe only been trading for a short period of time, that went through the same struggles, that had to overcome some issues during COVID or whatever, and have now made the jump from total newbie beginner to now having success. And there's something to be said there about that relationship, to be able to say, hey, you can relate to me. And we like to give that support within the apprentice program. So that's why we have it. Okay. Now I'd like to make an announcement, because with that all being said, we have a new TTG Apprentice. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like for you all to give a massive, big TTG AO to our new TTG Apprentice, Miss Diane Figg. Heyo!
Hello.
How are you, Diane? How you
I'm
feeling?
great. I'm getting better. I have COVID.
I
I'm
know.
not
I feel
fine.
like everybody, Diane is just getting over COVID. Everybody. So I got a big thank you for taking the time to come on here with us today. Um, I know that it's I won't take up too much of your time and everything. I know you're just getting over COVID, so I really do appreciate you coming on here and kind of sharing some stuff with the THD fam. A lot of people know you very well, Diane. You're a very well-known member of the community, very active in chat, very active on the live streams. For those that maybe are not familiar with Diane, Diane started her trading account with just $100 and has now made her membership fee back many times over, is paying bills with it, and has gone on to become consistent. And I'm super, super proud of you, Diane. I know you have worked your butt off to get to this point. And if you don't mind, take a couple of minutes and just kind of maybe give people kind of your story, like how you got started, how you joined True Trading Group, and then kind of a little bit about your journey and then to where you are here today now. And what that process was like and how you've been able to accomplish what you have. I think it'd be helpful for people to get an understanding of, how you started, how you got here, now that you're going to be a TGG apprentice.
Yeah, I started trading because I lost my job because of COVID. I didn't really lose it. We just lost all concerts. We do concerts, and so I needed to find a way other than unemployment to make money, pay my bills. So I got some free shares from, I think it was Robinhood. Added $100 on there and just kept, you could throw a dart at anything and it was going in 2020. So had very good luck. I was picking things, buying it, selling it when it was making my money back, putting it somewhere else, making my money back, and then it just kept adding up and adding up. I found to Trading Group YouTube probably the first week I started, and I knew right away the members were great. Everybody was so awesome to me and supportive and helping. And I knew I wanted to be here, but I just didn't have the money. So I just kept doing my trading. And then finally in February, I was able to join. And I, I'm so grateful for everything that's happened. It's just changed my life. I love it.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm so happy that because so many people went through, something similar because of COVID and, all of a sudden everybody's lives were turned upside down and we're trying to figure out how to make ends meet. And I'm just really happy that you were able to find something that was able to help you through that time and now has blossomed into something that way bigger than I think maybe you even were expecting when you first started. Um,
Yeah, a
you
new
know,
career, basically.
yeah, exactly. Just you really just something that you thought was going to be a band-aid and has turned into an entirely new
New
income
lifestyle.
stream for you. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So maybe if you could also give us some insight about how were you able, like what do you trade, like you said, you started with $100, you've now grown that account, you've paid bills with it, you've made your membership fee back who knows how many times at this point now. What type of trading style are you, like, are you trading small caps? Are you trading options? Are you day trading, swing trading? Like, how are you having that success? Because there's a lot of people on here that have small accounts and they feel pigeonholed. They feel like, I don't know what to do. So maybe you can talk a little bit about what's been working for you.
Yeah, number one thing is learn options because no matter what, you can spend, say, $11 on one and end up cashing out at like $200. So that's the way to go. And just buy options that are within your price range. Like figure out your plan, figure out which price area target you're trying to get to. Um, then whatever your budget allows you to buy, just buy that closest you can to that. Ride the trend, watch the charts, and then as soon as you get your money, just take it out. If it's $20, $100, it doesn't matter. It's the only way to build your account is just keep buying the trend, bam, bam, bam.
Profit in your pocket. That's what
Yeah,
we like to say.
exactly. Find
Profit in your
$100,
pocket.
pick it up.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, guys. So one thing that, just to add on top of what Diane is saying, the importance for people, specifically those with small accounts. And we actually have a small account challenge that's going on right now. One of our pro traders, Jason Simmons, He actually just took $1,000. He opened up a Charles Schwab cash account, and he's going to work his way up to trade that and grow that up to be a $25,000 account. He's walking all of our members through that process. For those that are interested in kind of following along with that, he will walk you through that entire process and all of his trades. But learning options is something that's very, very important for people that specifically have small accounts. But even when you guys have big accounts, it's a fantastic vehicle. You should learn how to trade them, but make sure you learn how to trade them first. Don't just start diving in trading options without knowing what you're doing, because yes, the reward potential is phenomenal, but there is also higher levels of risk. And I want you to make sure that you guys fully understand that. You understand how to trade them. There's other factors that will affect the price of an option that does not necessarily affect the price of a stock. So you need to understand how options work. There's an entire section of our curriculum dedicated to options. All right, make sure you guys take the time, go through the options courses. We even have workshops that we've done that are geared specifically for options. We have moderators that specifically trade and specialize in options. Make sure you guys spend the time to actually learn how to trade them, because as Diane is telling you, it's a massive, massive benefit for anyone of all size accounts, all skill levels, in order to grow that account.
And you only need one contract. That's all you need. Just one contract and you can make money. You don't have to go crazy.
Yep, exactly. So she's living proof of it, folks, that, a lot of people think you need tens and thousands of dollars to get started. You don't. Diane was able to do it with just $100. All right. So just strong risk management, understanding what vehicles you can trade, learning how to trade options. That is how you can do it. And Diane's now going to be one of our new TGG Apprentice. And, I think there's going to be, yes. And I think there's a real focus there where she can really help people that are interested, that are curious on learning more about how did she do this? How did she start with $100 and grow it to a point where now she's paying bills with that same $100 that she started with? A lot of people on this live stream would love to know it. And I think that it all goes back to, the foundation of really the education, understanding how to do it. What would you say, Diane, to anyone that's on the live stream right now that maybe has a small account, they don't know if they can do this, and they're considering maybe joining your trading group, but they don't think they have the money? What would you say to somebody that is trying to? Because here's what I usually get a lot. I usually get people with a small account. They say, you know what? Let me just make this money first, and then I'll worry about learning. What would you say to somebody like that that's maybe on the live stream right now? How important is it to be part of the True Trading Group platform and get the education?
Yeah, don't waste your money by trading and not knowing what you're doing. It's really not that expensive. And once you get in there, you learn everything. You have the support of the members. You have the support of the mods. You have extra viewing stuff to watch, like Red to Greens, Traderpaloozas. The Colada clubs are recorded. Everybody should be watching those again if you miss them, just because Professor goes over the day and tells you game plans for so many stocks, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be making money. And practice on the simulator. Don't waste your money until you know what you're doing.
I'm very, 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 very glad to hear you say that. I'm a big psycho. I always tell people when they first join to start on the simulator, trade on the simulator, practice before you start risking your hard-earned money.
And don't risk more than you're willing to lose. Like a lot of people I'm seeing are risking way too much. And you guys need to just risk what you are comfortable with risking,
Yeah. I always tell people, it's like, what's the dollar amount that if you were at Vegas and you had money on the roulette table, what's the dollar amount that you could look away and just not care what's happening? Like, oh, hey, look what's going on over here. Yeah, let me get a drink. What's that number? A lot of people might say, when I say, what's your risk management? They go, oh, my risk management, 300. I mean, what's your risk tolerance? They go $500. But when they're down 300 in a trade, they get very nervous. Their leg starts to shake. Their heart starts to beat faster. They start to sweat. Well, guess what? Newsflash: your risk tolerance is not 500; it's 300. You should be this. And people say this to me all the time. They're like, Mike, man, how do you do it? How do you have that patience? How do you have it? People say, you got balls of steel, man. How do you have that patience? It's not that. I'm just so comfortable with my risk that I can hold the stock all the way to my stop loss and be like, all right. That's how it should be. You shouldn't be nervous when a stock gets to your stop loss. If you are nervous, you've got too much position size. And that risk tolerance is not what you may have thought it was. Good point there, Diane. I love it. Excellent. Well, Diane, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I want you to rest. I want you to get back to
Go to
100.
bed.
I want to get back to 100%. Thank you so much for taking time to come on here with us. I'm so proud of you and the work you've put in, the success that you've had. And it's an honor to have you as our new TTG apprentice. And I know the teaching fam is very, very excited to get to know you even more than they do because you're so active as part of the group. Everybody knows Diane, but they're going to get to know you even better. So it was awesome. Thanks for coming on here. I appreciate it. Everybody give Diane a huge thank you for spending some time with us tonight. Excellent. Diane, go rest up, and we'll see you in chat tomorrow. Take care. All right. Excellent, folks. Well, there you have it, guys. So there it is. Diane Figg, one of our TTG members, our new TTG apprentice. You know, someone that was able to accomplish something that a lot of traders strive for, and that's really growing a small account. You know, starting with $100 and turning it into a 4-figure, 5-figure account. That's what everybody strives for. It's possible. She's proof it's possible. You know, I've done several workshops in True Trading Group that are just specifically about how to grow a small account. You know, there's literally workshops you can go. I've done hours of live workshops with members that were recorded. They're all in the video library now. That talks about, you know, how do you control risk with a small account? What should you be trading with a small account? What should you not be trading with a small account? And all these things are going to be very helpful for those of you that do have those small accounts and want to, and are looking to have success. And it is possible. It absolutely is. Don't let that steer you away. And you heard she found True Trading Group same way you all did, folks, and that's a live stream. Okay. She found us just like you did, and that's a live stream. I'm actually curious to see how many people are on the live stream right now that are new. How many of you, this is your first live stream, or maybe you're not a member of True Trading Group. If that's the case, folks, do me a favor, type the number 1 in chat right now. If you are new to the live stream or you're not a member, type the number 1 in chat. All right, we got Xavier, Antonio, Benz, Andre, Burrow King Sound, Lil J, Avi Barak, David Hintz, Anilam, My UFO Story. I'm not going to read that username. It's a damn good one, though. I am going to read it.
Give me them cheeks.
Cheeks. Give me them cheeks. You got to join. You've got to join, and your username in chat better be give me them cheeks. Billy Martin says, I will be a member soon. I look forward to it, Billy. Beautiful, guys. We got Mark, Fabriati. This is great, guys. A lot of people that are typing the number 1 in chat. Listen, all of you typing number 1, you might not realize you have no idea how fortunate you are to be here right now, but stick around for a while. You'll soon understand. Okay, everyone that's typing number 1 in chat right now, listen to me very carefully. Seriously, I'm being dead serious. We're going to get real for a second. Are you guys tired of losing thousands of dollars? Listen, that's a rhetorical question. I get it. But seriously, are you done? Are you really done? If you are, you're going to invest in yourself right now. I'm going to explain to you why right now that all of you that are not members of True Trading Group, you're going to sit here, you're going to listen to this quick sales pitch. Why? Why would you listen to a sales pitch? Because it's not a sales pitch. It's a real opportunity, and you deserve to hear it out because it's the same opportunity that Diane Figg got when she first came across this YouTube channel. And now she's having the success that she's having, and you heard it from her directly. Results matter at True Trading Group. Your results matter, not mine, not anybody else's, yours. Your success matters. I don't pay your bills. Your success matters. Your profit, your P&L matters. It's quantifiable at True Trading Group. We've got one simple goal, and that's to help you to learn, trade, and profit. But a result, what's a result? It's an effective consequence or an outcome of something. Okay? A result of you joining True Trading Group and actually putting in the effort, taking the courses, passing the quizzes, using the tools, joining the study groups, attending the workshops, you statistically have a very good chance of making money and becoming a better trader. And that's statistical fact. If you don't believe me, watch this. Now I'm talking to members specifically. If you are a member of True Trading Group, very simple. Are you making money? Are you becoming a better trader? If so, type the number 1 in chat right now. Type the number 1 in chat right now. Now, anyone that said, I'm not a member, I want you to do nothing else but watch and count how many number ones come through the side of the screen right here. Because these number ones, these are TTG members that are telling you that they're making money and they're becoming better traders thanks to the TTG education and resources and tools and platform that they have now gotten access to. If they can do it, so can you. Just like Diane Figg. She found us on a YouTube live stream. Most of these people type in the number one found us on a YouTube live stream. They had the same excuses and hurdles that you had. Small account, full-time job, no experience, lost a bunch of money in the market before. There's no difference between them and you. They're not smarter than you. They don't have more money than you. They're just receiving a professional level of education. And that's what results look like. Another example of a result would be, and I don't make these numbers up, you can look them up yourself. By you not getting an education, trying to figure this out on your own, you have actually over a 90% chance of failing. I don't tell you this because I think True Trading Group is the only way to become successful. But I do think it's one of the best, if not the best, options for everyone of all skill levels, from all walks of life, to be able to learn, trade, and profit on a consistent basis. Our goal is to help people become consistently profitable by combining a professional level of education, like what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York, and we pair that with premium tools from top street companies like TradingView, Benzinga, Quote Media, Trade Ideas. We're a community that really cares about winning their success, and we all have that same goal. Folks, listen, stick around. In less than 15 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about the overall markets. We're going to talk about how I made money today on SPY put options, which sounds crazy when you look at what the market did today. I actually made money today in put options. I'll explain to you guys how, but then we're going to talk about what happened later in the day, because my puts, the money I made was very early in the morning. We'll explain what happened later in the day when the markets just rallied and broke through a major level of resistance. Where's our next resistance and support level? What do we think the market's going to do now from here? I'll break that all down for you in less than 15 minutes. All right. But I told you before, I want to tell you, share with some people how to join the TTG platform. There are some people that are asking that I see in the comments. Our goal is to level the playing field for the retail trader, right? But that also means a continued effort from us to ensure that our platform will forever remain within reach financially for those that want it. Because of this, we've been slowly moving the price of our membership back up to the normal price, which is $2,212. Don't freak out. We're not there yet, but we will be very soon. In fact, tonight at midnight, our price is going to go up again, and it will continue to go up every day there moving forward. Tonight's price of $1,315 is the cheapest price you're going to get access to the TTG membership. The price you pay today is the same price you're going to pay for life, regardless what our price is next year. Next year, our membership could be $2,500. You will only pay $1,315. The price you pay today is the price you're going to lock in. You're going to grandfather yourself in at that price. And that's going to be a big deal, folks, because I'm pretty confident you're going to want to renew. Why? Because our renewal rate is in the mid-70s. But if this $1,300 sounds like a lot, don't worry, because you can get started for just $1,050. That's it. You can get started right now with full, complete, total access, unrestricted, to the TTG platform for just $1,050. The one-year membership, I told you, it's normally $2,212. Okay, but tonight, when you guys go to TTG2pay.com, that's TTG2pay.com, you will be able to get a 40% discount, which brings the price down to $1,315. But you only are required to put $1,050 down today. You will owe us the balance of $265 6 months from now. Okay, so let me say that again. You guys can join tonight. Just go to TTG2pay.com and you can get started with complete, unrestricted, full access to the platform for just $1,050. You'll owe us $265 6 months from now. Just go to TTG2pay.com. And yes, The coupon code is the same, TTG, the number 2, PAY.com. And the next 10 people to do so, and these are the last 10 we have, folks. The next 10 people to do so will get themselves a brand new free laptop. We will even cover the shipping costs upon you becoming TTG certified. These are the last 10 laptops that we have. Okay, we have 10 left. That's it. The next 10 people to use that code, TTG2pay.com, will get a brand new free laptop upon becoming certified. What's that mean? When you go through all of our courses and you pass our quizzes, you become TTG certified. You get a green check mark next to your username. You get a certificate. It lets other people know you have gone through and received a professional level education, a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. It is a badge of honor and a real accomplishment and milestone for our members inside of True Trading Group. It also lets other people know that your opinion now carries more weight because you know what you're talking about now. Okay, the next 10 people to sign up will get that free laptop. We even cover the shipping cost. You're also going to get 2 small private study group sessions with a pro at True Trading Group to ask questions, go over lessons and topics that you are struggling with. On top of that, TTG is the home of the double your money back guarantee. I said to you before that your results matter, your success matters, and your success and results are quantifiable. I stand behind this platform. I put my money where my mouth is. I'm confident if you put in, just give me a couple hours a week. If you put in a little effort, I'm confident in our ability to help you become successful and reach your goals. That's why we offer a double your money back guarantee. So here's the deal. You join True Trading Group and go through all of our courses, pass the quizzes, and attend one study group. You do those 3 things. And if at the end of your 1-year membership, you have still not made back $1,315 at least once, I am not just going to give you your money back. I'm going to give you double your money back. So I will give you back $2,630. I am not kidding. I stand behind this program and I put my money where my mouth is, and this is how I prove it to you. There's not a single other group service or program out there that would be willing to offer you what I'm offering you here now because they're not as confident in their ability to help you become successful. It's just that simple. So you just have to go to TTG, the number 2, PAY.com. You'll get a 40% discount. You can get started for only $1,050. That's it, $1,050. You guys can get started right here now tonight for just that. You'll owe us $265 in 6 months. You'll get the first 10 people to do so will get the free laptop. You also get the 2 small private study groups and a double your money back guarantee. I want to set this up so that as long as you are not going to be lazy, as long as you are going to actually put in some effort, and lazy doesn't mean busy. I get it. Everybody's busy. You don't have to spend 40, 50 hours a week doing this, folks. Give me a couple hours a week. The courses, the curriculum, it's all at your own pace. It goes at your own schedule. You give me a couple hours a week. I think that's all it takes for you to become successful. And if you're willing to do that, I'm willing to give you double your money back. I'm going to say, I will give you a 100% return on your investment. That's how you look at this. You look at this as an investment in yourself and in your education and in your financial future. That is what this is. When you join True Trading Group, I say, welcome to the family. I mean it. We're in this together. We're going to win together. We're going to lose together. And if you fail, we're going to lose money. You just have to be willing to put in a little bit of effort. Don't hit me up in 30 days, 60 days and be like, Mike, I didn't make any money. Your program sucks. I want my money back. I'm going to say, no, my program doesn't suck, as a matter of fact, because like around 75% of our members choose to renew their membership at the end of the year. And we've only had to refund 1.73% of our members since 2017. So I'm saying, no. Our program does not suck. You're just lazy. Trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I'm not going to just sit here and you're going to do nothing and say, hey, I didn't make any money. I want my money back. And I'm going to check and I'm going to see you didn't go through one course. How do you expect to succeed if you're not going to actually learn the skill? If you don't know how to change the oil on your car and I say, go change the oil on your car, you're going to mess your car up. But if I show you how to do it the right way, or a mechanic shows you how to change your oil, guess what? I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to competently change your oil. Trading is not some impossible task for gift-minded people. It's also not a scam. Go tell the trader at Goldman Sachs. Go tell the millions of traders around the world that do this for a living. Tell me it's a scam. Tell Goldman Sachs. Tell the $50 billion hedge fund manager. Tell Bill Ackman. Tell Carl Icahn. Tell Dan Niles. Tell Warren Buffett. Tell all them that the stock market's a scam. They're going to laugh at you. The difference is that professionals on Wall Street have access to tools, resources, and education that the average person does not. That is why True Trading Group exists. We're going to level the playing field to give you access to the same level of education, also the tools and resources so you can make better informed decisions. That's how we empower the retail trader. And if you're willing to put in some effort, I will be there with you every step of the way to walk you through it. So will my entire TTG family. And so now will Diane. Just go to ttg2pay.com. Let me tell you what's included with your membership. It's all inclusive. Guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to talk the overall markets in just a moment. But let me tell you what's included with the membership because it's all inclusive. There's no upsells for tools and courses. You get the entire curriculum, simplified, expanded upon version what I learned working at the fund. There's beginner, advanced courses, options, swing trading, share psychology, crypto, you name it. It's all in text and video format. A trading performance journal that will track all your trades and give you statistics so you can see what you're doing wrong. A Benzinga Pro real-time news feed so you can get real-time news as soon as it crosses the wire without delay. Cold Media's full book level 2 so you can see all the market makers. Trading View's charting software. A trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money but with real-time data. The Trade Ideas scanner. So you're always focused on the best stocks during the day. Of course, our chat room with all of our alerts from a group of professional traders that collectively sports a win rate of over 80%. And we're fully transparent. We don't sugarcoat anything. The wins, the losses, every buy, every sell, it's all right there on our website. We have a trading journal that tracks all of the moderators' performance. You can see for yourself. Live workshops and webinars. We host them every week. Options flow, unusual options activity, dark pool data, social sentiment scanners, analyst ratings, insider buying and selling, you name it, it's all on the platform. You get access to all of it immediately, unrestricted, when you pay $1,050 tonight. You just have to go to ttg2pay.com. And don't forget, you get those 2 private study groups as well. And the next 10 people to do so, you guys get a free laptop, and we're even going to cover that shipping cost for you. All right. Last but not least, folks, if you are still unsure about the membership, we do have a 1-week trial. You guys can go to ttg2pay.com to sign up for the 1-week trial. It is only $3. We charge $3 just to make sure that you are, in fact, a real person. Everyone has $3. You spent $3 probably on a bag of chips before. It's just $3. You get 1 full week access with us. There's no automatic upgrade. There's no automatic renewal. There's no recurring payment. It's literally just a one-time fee of $3. See if True Trading Group is right for you. You can go to ttg2pay.com if you guys want to join the trial. All right. Okay. With that being said, folks, I'm going to grab myself a sip of water, and then we're going to talk overall markets. Okay. All right, let me pull up my charts so you guys can follow along with me. Oh, guys, also I forgot to mention, if you have questions about the membership, or if you're having a hard time signing up, you could send a text message. Don't call. It's a text-only number. But if you have questions about the membership or you're having a hard time signing up, you can send a text to 201-775-9702. 201-775-9702. All right, you can send a text message to that number if you guys need help or if you have questions. All right. Okay, folks, now let's go over to the charts. All right, guys, a really big last couple days for the overall market. It's like things are starting to not look all that bad anymore, are they? Last week, the sky was falling and the world was ending, right? Like last week when the markets looked like this, I mean, this was starting to look really ugly, right? Well, now look how fast things change. But is this a false sense of hope? Or is this really the end? Is the end? Is it over? Is the crash over? I got to tell you, folks, I still don't necessarily think that it is. And I said this to you yesterday. Some of your biggest moves to the upside in market history have actually occurred during bear markets or during stock market crashes. Now, we're not in a bear market right now. Certain stocks are, but the overall market, the S&P 500, is not in a bear market. But if you go back and you look at the biggest one-day moves that you've ever had in the stock market, they've occurred during down moves where the market snapped back after a huge decline. Those are your biggest moves in the market. Now, the last 3 days, the markets have moved up almost 30 points on the S&P, on the SPY rather. That's huge. That's huge. All right. That's a big move in 3 days. From the lows on Friday, Friday's lows were 428, now to 455. Okay, so a little bit less than 30. It's a big move. Now, we broke above a key level of resistance today. All right, we broke above a key level of resistance today. I'm going to draw it out for you. This level used to be a strong level. Used to be a strong level of support. Used to be a very strong level of support back in December. When we got back up to this level, and I got to be honest with you guys, I did not think that we were going to break through 451 as easily as we did. I didn't think we were going to do it on the first shot. I thought we would maybe pull back, test the 200-day, which is this yellow line, and then try to break through, right? And then try to break through. Okay. But we broke right through it. And now where's our next level of resistance? We've got to figure this out now. And folks, we're right at it. It's right around this 456. This 456 is going to be your next key level of resistance. Now that we're above this 451, cleanly above it, right? Now you have to contend with this purple line. What is this purple line? This purple line is your 100-day moving average. Now, if you recall, the initial pullback in January, we found support at the 100-day moving average. The big dip in December found support at the 100-day moving average. The Omicron, okay, well, if you guys look at this back in the end of November, 100-day moving average. So you see the last 3 times that we've tested this purple line, we've held support strong. That was a very significant level. We broke that level. Now we've rallied back up to test it. So now this 456 level also lines up with, it is your 100-day moving average, but it also lines up with this previous pivot low from January. This is your next area of resistance. Now, I would once again be shocked if tomorrow we just right to 460. If we just go right to 460, I will be surprised. All right, I will be surprised. That is not the price action that I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating us stalling out around 456, 457. I'm anticipating us stalling out there just a little bit. You know, we got the markets extended higher today after hours because you got really, really, really good earnings from some really big companies. You know, Google destroyed earnings. Okay, you had AMD come out, which, you know, that's going to help lift the semiconductors. Semiconductors have been a drag on the NASDAQ and the overall markets. So that's going to lift all your semiconductors tomorrow with AMD with really strong earnings, Google really strong earnings. All your tech stocks are going to get, all your big tech stocks are going to get lifted tomorrow. And that should help lift the overall markets as well. And that's why the markets have traded significantly higher after hours with those, with the earnings that came out. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say to myself that I'm going to be shocked if we blast right through the 100-day moving average. I am. I'm going to be very surprised. because that is your next level of resistance. And if you get through that area, now all of a sudden there's really not all that. I mean, you have the 50-day moving average that might be a little bit of a thorn in our side for a little bit, but once you get over this 100-day moving average, once you get to like 460, 461, there's really not that much resistance until you get all the way up to 473. There really isn't that much. There's not that much resistance in here. All of your major resistance is down here. It's all down here. This is going to be your area of resistance, which is why I'm saying I don't necessarily think that we're just going to blast right through this level and the market's just going to do this. I don't think that's going to happen. All right, so I think that this little 3-day bounce, I think maybe we stall out tomorrow at this 100-day moving average. But listen, to be completely fair, I thought that we were going to pull back today. And that's why I went after the put options. All right, I went after the put options. Why? Because of this 451 area. So this level of resistance, before we broke through it today, I thought this level was going to hold as resistance. So what I did, I'll show you how I somehow made money today with put options. It's crazy to think the markets did what it did today, but I actually made money with puts. Because right off the open, we gapped up today. We opened right at this, and this is that same line. So this line, I'll draw it back for you. So see, this is that same line. See this is that 451 level on the daily chart. So when I go to a 3-minute, we go to 3-minute, you see how it lines right up with these initial morning highs. So we opened up, came up here, and then you saw that resistance. We can't get above, can't get above, can't get above. Right inside of this candle is where I stepped in and I bought put options. Right inside of here. All right. Right here, and I'll give you the exact. So it was the February 4th expiration, 449 strike put at $3.84. Right there. And then we dropped. I took a piece of profit off the table. We dropped again. I took more profit off the table. I start peeling profits off on this thing at 435 and then 435 and then 457 and 527. Okay, so I just start peeling profits off as we just start to climb, as we just start to drop and start locking in my gains. Everyone, welcome Gasse. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but welcome to the True Trading Group family. There are now just 9 of those laptops left, folks. Remember, go to ttg2pay.com. ttg2pay.com. Right? ttg2pay.com. You guys, the next 9 people to do so will get a brand new free laptop. We even cover the shipping cost when you guys become TTG certified. You get a 40% discount. You get 2 private study groups, and you get a double your money back guarantee. All right, 9 of those left. So that's actually how I made money with puts. Oddly enough, I literally caught like the only down move that the market had today. But that was my plan. My game plan. All I did was just follow my game plan. My game plan was, if we can't get over 451 today, I'm going to buy puts and look for a pullback. And we got it. But then later in the day, we ended up breaking through. And now you have all the earnings just came out. And the earnings are now pulling the markets higher. All right. Everybody, welcome James. Welcome James. There's now 8 of those laptops left. Everybody, welcome James. 8 laptops left now, folks. ttg2pay.com. 8. Guys, these are the last 8 laptops we have. After this, no more. These are the last 8 laptops we have. Ezekiel. What's your name? Tony. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about.
So that meme, you know.
Yes, of course I know that meme. The meme was hilarious. I relate to it as a golfer, though. I relate to it. Fuck you, Ezekiel. No, Ezekiel, welcome to the family, man. Welcome to the family, guys. Only 7 of those laptops left now. Go to ttg2pay.com. Livestream.com. Kushal. Well, they're coming through now, folks. Kushal, welcome. Six laptops left, gang. That's it. Grab them. 6 left. We got no more after this. 6 laptops. That's it. After this, we're going to go to Android tablets or Amazon Kindles, which is still cool, but it's not a laptop. Let's go to TTG2pay.com. So folks, that's it. That's the SPY today. We're trading significantly higher after hours because of Google, destroying earnings and announcing a forward split. AMD, same thing, destroying earnings, right? So, that's going to pull other semiconductors. Look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA's on fire. Okay, Micron, Taiwan Semi, Qualcomm, okay, Broadcom, all your semiconductors, literally all of them are trading higher. Look at this semiconductor ETF. That's what's helping the markets move higher. NASDAQ's moving higher. SPY's moving higher. Dow's moving higher. Everything moving higher after hours, thanks to strong earnings from some major companies. Okay. So the earnings outlook saves the day. The earnings outlook saves the day. We'll see what happens tomorrow, folks, at that resistance level at the 100-day moving average. All right. So there you have it. I hope that is helpful. I hope that, you guys have a better, understanding of kind of the overall markets and what my thoughts are. I hope this is helpful for you guys going through your own trading plans. What I'd like to do here real quick, though, before we do go, I'd like to show you the TTG platform. So for those of you that are interested, the TTG platform, we're more than just courses and a chat room. And I want to show you guys some of the tools and resources you have access to, because it is all inclusive. Everything I'm about to show you, you will get full, complete access to when you join tonight and pay just $1,050 here today. Okay. Now, you are going to be getting, as a member of the platform, you guys are going to get immediate access to literally over $4,000 of premium trading tools from some of today's top financial companies. Our curriculum, community, and premium tools is what makes us a platform. You're going to get our chat room, of course, where the moderators and I share our screen with you so you see what we see. We're also live on the microphone talking you through our trades in advance of us actually making them, providing market commentary, identifying opportunities in real time. We're there with you from pre-market all the way through till after hours. We're not gone after 2 hours. You don't have to fend for yourself. You're going to get a minimum of 10 easy to follow, actionable, real-time trade alerts per week from a community of professionals that's sporting a collective win rate of over 80%. And we're fully transparent. There's a journal on our site that tracks every buy and sell that all of our moderators make. So you can see for yourself firsthand how you'd be performing if you followed all of our alerts. You're going to get 2 small private study groups, your chance to ask a pro questions, go over lessons and topics you're having a hard time with so we can speed up that learning curve. You're going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. So you'll get news as soon as it crosses the wire, the same speed as professionals. No more relying on delayed news. Just this news feed, if you went to Benzinga on your own and wanted this news feed, you'd have to pay $1,404. You guys get it here tonight. You can get started for just $1,050. You'll owe us $265 in 6 months. You can get started tonight and get access to all this for just $1,050. That's it. Then you also get TradingView's premium charting software. One of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders. This is free with your membership as well. Then you're going to get a trade idea scanner. This is an industry standard, folks. Industry standard scanner. This is going to make sure that you folks are always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. There's small caps, mid caps, large caps. It's broken down by cap, and make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks regardless of what you trade. Everybody welcome Reggie. There's now just 5 of those spots left now. 5 laptops remain. Guys, welcome Reggie, newest member of the group. TTG2pay.com. There's only 5 laptops left, and that is it. We got no more. Then you're going to get the simulator so you guys can practice trading stocks and options with fake money while you practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. This is the same simulator that's used at Cal State University, Fullerton, University of Wisconsin, Whitewater, Berkeley Haas, and Illinois Tech. We also have our own scanner as well, proprietary scanner that has the same functionality as FinViz Elite. You can also scan for crypto with that as well. We have unusual options activity, dark pool data. This stuff used to be only available to professionals. Now you, the TTG fam, have access to this stuff at your fingertips. That is how we empower you and help you make better informed decisions. We give you access to the same education and same information that professionals have. You're also going to get our full trading performance journal. This is going to track your trading, give you statistics and data so you can figure out what you're actually doing wrong. This is a game changer when you guys are trying to make adjustments in your trading. We have a social sentiment scanner that will actually go through StockTwits, Reddit, and Twitter and tell you what stocks are being mentioned the most. This way you can always make sure you stay ahead of the crowd. We also have a stock profile tool that lets you get unlimited downloadable PDF reports with all the analyst ratings for any particular stock. You can actually see before you buy a stock, how many analysts also agree, how many analysts think it's a buy. You're going to get our daily watch list and game plan. Every day, you're going to know what stocks the TGD moderators have their eyes on, and more importantly, how we plan on trading them. Then you have the courses. The courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses for those that are brand new, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, how to trade during a market crash, all in text and video format. You have access to every course. There aren't any VIP pro courses that are going to cost you more money once you join. You have access to every single course as a member of True Trading Group when you guys pay $10.50 here now today. Then on top of the courses, there's a video library that gives you access to over 200 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars, right, that we've conducted, like how to trade with a full-time job, how to grow a small account, just a couple, just to name a few. We do those workshops every week. You guys have access to them there in the video library. And then you can attend these workshops live when you become a full-time member. Our premium blog will give you guys market commentary, tips, and trade ideas. And then when anything new we add, like courses, tools, resources, you do not pay for. And when we add new courses, when we add new tools, it's automatically included, just like Netflix. We are the Netflix of trading communities. The next 5 people to go to TTG2pay.com, you are going to get access to the entire TTG platform for just $1,050 here today. And you're going to owe us $265 in 6 months from now. That is a 40% discount on the membership price, but you're also going to get a brand new free laptop upon becoming TTG certified. We even cover the shipping costs. You got the 2 small private study groups and the double your money back guarantee. Let me be clear. Let me be clear one more time. I stand behind this platform, and I am so confident in our ability to help you become successful that I'm willing to put my money exactly where my mouth is. If you join True Trading Group and you go through the courses, pass the quizzes, and attend one study group, and if at the end of your year membership, you still have not made back your membership fee at least once, not only will I give you back your $1,315, I will give you back double that, $2,630. That is how confident I am in our ability to help you succeed, as long as you're willing to put in a little bit of effort and energy. I don't need 40, 50 hours a week, folks. Give me a couple hours a week. Give me a couple hours a week, and we can do this. And if you can't, you've got that double your money back guarantee and a free laptop sitting there waiting for you to make it all worth your while. We're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot. Go to Trustpilot, check us out. Over 1,400 people have left us a review. Read the 5 stars and read the 1 stars. Then you decide if True Trading Group is right for you. There's only 5 of those laptops left, folks. Grab them now. They will not last until midnight. They will be gone. You'll know you're getting one of the 5 laptops. If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that means you're good. You're getting one. If there's not a laptop in your checkout cart, that means we have sold out. There's only 5 left. TTG2pay.com. If you're still not ready, we do have a 1-week trial. It's just $3. One-time payment, no automatic renewal, no recurring payment. TTGTHREE.com. Again, that is TTGTHREE.com. You guys can join us for a full week. That is a full week. Okay. You'll join today. You'll have access in chat from Wednesday to Wednesday. Just go to TTGTHREE.com. You guys can get started for just $3. All right. That's it, folks. All right. Otherwise, you guys can go use the coupon code TGD2PAY.com. Grab a laptop while they still last. We got 5 left. Thanks for joining me, folks. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. I'm telling you, subscribe. We do it 6 nights a week. Smash the like button. Show me some love. Turn on those notifications. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Later, guys.